I dread the idea of living uselessly. Mary Electa Adams was a pioneer in women's education in Canada, helping open the doors of Canadian universities to women. In 1854, she became the first preceptress of the Mount Allison Ladies' College, developing a rigorous academic curriculum, demonstrating that women were capable of receiving the same instruction as men. Also a pioneer in the study of modern languages and literature, Mary Electa Adams was designated a National Historic Person by the Canadian government in 2004.
I became convinced of the need for women doctors, and I saw that while earning my living in that way, I could help my sex. Maria Louisa Agron decided to become a physician when Canadian medical schools weren't accepting women. After graduating Mount Allison in 1869 with a liberal arts diploma, she took a teaching job to raise enough money to attend the Women's Medical College of New York Infirmary of Women and Children. She graduated in 1862, returning to Nova Scotia to become the first woman licensed to practice medicine in the province.
The higher education of women is quite as imperative a necessity on the behalf of human progress as that of man himself. In 1874, Grace Annie Lockhart completed a Mistress of Liberal Arts degree at the Mount Allison Ladies' Academy. She then formally enrolled at the Mount Allison's College, where she would graduate with a degree of Bachelor of Science and English Literature, becoming the first woman in the British Commonwealth to be granted a bachelor's degree.
At first, the men laughed at the idea of my doing a job down there. They laughed at the idea of me being there because I was a woman. After Brita Jane Taylor earned a Diploma of Fine Arts at Mount Allison in 1925, she would go to New York where she would continue her education. She would become an illustrator during New York's burgeoning women's art scene in the 1920s and 30s, even getting illustrations published in the New Yorker. Moving back to the Maritimes, she would be hired by the Canadian Car and Foundry as their only female draftsperson, helping design components for aircraft, supporting the Canadian war effort in the 1940s.
We must not neglect the opportunity to make our views known to those who legislate. Even better, elect women legislators. When Gwendolyn McDonald Black graduated Mount Allison in 1933, she became only the second student to be awarded a Bachelor of Music degree from Mount Allison. Gwen would go on to become a community leader and a very powerful advocate of women's rights. Among her many contributions to the community, she co-founded the Sackville branch of the Canadian Federation of University Women. She also remained a strong supporter of Mount Allison, serving on the Board of Regents, the University Senate, and the President's Committee on the Status of Women. In 1974, she became the first woman from New Brunswick to be named an Officer of the Order of Canada.